Hello, I'm Jordana Borenstein, a public speaking coach, keynote speaker, MC, humorist, magician, and mentalist, here to help you live a more magical life. Today, I want to talk about the connection between our intuition and public speaking, specifically in the way that reading the room is crucial in order to deliver an amazing experience for our audience. So when we're listening to our intuition, we're super present in the moment, which is exactly what we need when we're reading the room. Because we are, as a speaker and a presenter, giving off a certain energy, and the audience, even if they're not actually verbally engaging, are at every single moment, giving off their own energy. So there's an energetic exchange that is happening the entire time, and we need to be able to tune into that, observe it and read it, and then be able to actually pivot and adjust. Because whenever we're speaking and presenting, it's never a one-way monologue, or here is my dialogue, or here is my presentation that I'm giving to you. It's always a two-way exchange. Because as the audience, we're listening. And if we're checked out, then it actually turns into a one-way monologue. But at all times, we want to be able to read the energy in the room and go, okay, are they checked in? Are they checked out? Are they getting bored? Are they looking at the ceiling? Do they want to leave? Do they want more of what I've just spoken about? Eye contact is an amazing way to be able to tune in and actually get a pulse of the room. I know so many people are actually afraid of eye contact, but if you can reorient that around to actually use it as a gauge and a pulse, are they in? Do I need to pivot? Do I need to adjust? Which again is where our intuition comes in. In the moment, you can have all the plans in the world. You might have planned 25-minute talk, 50 slides. This is what I want to say. In the moment, things change. And that's where we need to trust what we're feeling, trust the energy, feel the pulse. And if you have to change, change, because that is exactly what is going to help you give and create the best experience possible with your audience. Because it's never about you just delivering something to them. You're in a journey together. You're in charge, you're navigating as the speaker, as the communicator, as the presenter, but it's a shared experience. So if the energy is starting to get low, you need to break it up. If it's starting to get flat, you need to break it up. If something happens in the audience, we need to read the room and we need to actually speak to it, because we need to be on the same wavelength the entire time. So for example, a really good example is, and this has happened to me, if a mobile phone goes off, okay, traditionally there's a lot of speakers who will just not be focused on the room. They won't be super present. They'll just be focused on, I want to say this and I'm going to keep speaking and I'm going to pretend that didn't happen. What's happening when the speaker has pretended they didn't hear the mobile phone? Every single person in the room has completely tuned out of what they're actually speaking about, and they've gone straight to the mobile phone with the natural questions that come up. Number one, whose was that? Oh my gosh. Number two, oh my gosh, are they embarrassed? Oh my gosh, when are they going to turn their ring off? Oh my gosh. And then what's the last one? Oh my gosh, did the speaker seriously not hear that phone? There's not enough distance between the stage and where they're at. So if we don't, as the presenter, actually speak to that, we've lost the entire room anyway for a minute and a half or two for that internal dialogue, or even sometimes chatter between them. So we need to totally tune into that. That's happened to me, and I just turn it into a joke. I just use my comedy background and I'm like, did you not get the memo? No mobile phones. Or I'll be like, whose mobile phone was that? Amazing. Can we give them a round of applause as they turn it off while everyone stares at them? Well done. I just turn it into a joyful experience, because that shows the audience she's with us, not like in her own world up on stage. So it's really important that we tune into the energy in the room. Same thing goes for if it gets a little bit flat. What do? We never want our audience to just be passive viewers. We always want them to be active participants. So if the energy is starting to get flat, what can you actually do? What do you need to change in the moment? How do you get out of the left brain of, I need to make sure that I do this, and just be able to pivot and be agile and trust what you're feeling, your intuition in the moment, to go, okay, energy's getting flat. What do? I'll go off script and I will break up the energy, turn to your neighbor, do an icebreaker, have a little discussion, stand up and stretch, anything to be able to keep the energy flowing, because that way people are going to be concentrating. That way the audience also knows that you are totally tuned into them and not just, as I said, delivering a one-way monologue, which does not appeal to anyone. So to be truly present and to use our intuition, we need to feel what's going on. We need to sense what's going on. We need to read the room, and we need to adjust and be flexible. So always use your intuition when you're presenting, because it means that you will be on the same level as your audience. It's never a I and them or us and you. It's always a completely shared experience. The more you put in, the more you get back. The better you present, the better the experience is for everyone else, and the more present you are to what's happening in the room, and the more flexible you are to be able to change in the moment, the better the experience is going to be for everyone. So I hope that helped. If you'd like more public speaking tips and intuition tips, please subscribe and come back for more videos. Thank you, and I'll see you soon. By the way, I did totally just say chips, but on that note, as a public speaking coach, I like to leave sometimes the blurry parts in, because I believe that nothing is perfect. There's no such thing as perfect, and the imperfections and the B-roll and the mistakes sometimes make the greatest content, like that, because I was supposed to say tips and I said chips. Bye-bye. Thanks. Bye.